Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am going to be showing you guys how to set up my little XP farm here. Had a couple comments and a couple friends asking about it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. The only thing you're gonna need, the only requirement is in the creation club, and it's called Settlement Ambush Kit. Okay, I'm not using mods because I still have achievements to get. I have 5 achievements left, and they're kind of annoying. The ones I have to get, really boring ones. It's just like super grinding out. And I just really enjoy playing this game. I love this game. It's super fun. I make characters all the time. And I was tired of all the normal ways to level up real fast or XP shit. Excuse my language. XP stuff. It's all like glitches, right? It's all glitches, and I'm cool with some glitches. Some glitches are obviously necessary in this game. But the glitching XP, it's just kind of boring. This isn't boring. So, and it's legit. It's technically a mod, but it's in the creation club, so it doesn't disable your achievements. But yeah, I recommend. Not recommend, but you have to have this if you want to do the same build. Now, if you have an extra couple bucks, I'm not sure how much this actually is because I already bought it. I can't remember how many points it is. But there's another one. There's another, let's see here. Another creation club. The one that I recommend. And that's this one right here. It's called Slocum Joe's Coffee and Donuts Workshop Pack. Now, this is not required, okay? Not required. But if you do get this one, it is very useful, especially in the early game, because there's some craftable items that boost your intelligence, and also there's a tea you can drink that will give you more XP for X amount of minutes. You can combo that with the squirrel stew and your well rested bonus, and you can level up really fast. But anyway, yep, Settlement Ambush Kit, get that, and that's it. Unload in here. Anyway, lost my train of thought. So yeah, so there's an item in this called fake distress signal, and what happens is when you turn the fake distress signal on, waves of enemies just come and attack you. Okay, it's either gonna be raiders or gunners. All right, now you turn it on once, raiders will come and attack you. And there's like X amount of waves. Every time you complete a wave, you get a little flag that you can post up on your base. And the next time that you decide to do it, it's to save your progress. So like if you make it to like wave 7, or if you make it to there's like 10 waves per round, right? So if you make it to like round 5, and you complete round 5, and you put your round 5 flag down, the next time that you have to fight the raiders is going to start you off at that difficulty. Once you like get to the max on both, then yeah, every time you do it, it'll start you off with like at the very final round with the most amount of enemies coming to attack you and stuff like that. So you really don't have to set nothing up, okay? You really don't have to set anything up at all, because you just turn the thing on. I'll show you what it looks like. It's this thing right here. All you literally do is just turn it on, and then people will infinitely come after you, infinitely attack you, and they just, it's just free XP. You just kill them. You just gotta have the ammo, okay? But what I did here is I wanted to make like the earliest possible way, right? Because when you want to do an XP farm, you start a new character, you want to level up, as fast as you possibly can, right? So the best spot to do it right away is either the Red Rocket, right outside of Sanctuary, or Hangman's, what's it called? Hangman's Alley. Okay, Hangman's Alley, and it's because they're Hangman's Alley is actually really good because there's only technically one way they can get in. there's 3 entrances, but if you don't unlock 2 of the entrances, there's only one way to get in Hangman's Alley. So you can set up kind of what I have here. I have like a little channel that routes the enemies to me, and these things slow them down because they have to, they have to walk back and forth, and I can just sit here and just pick them off. I actually run around on the outside and just blow them up with grenades. So they always spawn right here. There's 3 spawn, but they'll spawn right there. They'll spawn on this side, or they'll spawn on the back corner. And depending on where you're at, if you're standing right here, when like the gunners spawn in, the gunners are always gonna spawn in this one section. So you can literally just stand here and just chunk grenades, take jet and chunk grenades at them, and you'll kill them all. And then a few seconds later, they'll spawn again. You can just keep doing it over and over. Eventually, it's gonna spawn like a lot of freaking guys, and it's gonna get kind of crazy. And especially if you're low level and you're fighting the gunners, you're going to want to come in here in your little base and hold it down. But all you do, go into your build mode. You go over here to Creation Club after it stops lagging, whatever it's doing here. But you go to Settlement Ambush Kit, Raid, and then there it is. That's all it is. Fake Distress Signal Beacon. I've already gotten like the max level, so I have all the flags already. But that's literally it, and you turn it on. So the cool thing about this is when you first get this building, there's nothing on the outside. So all you do is when you first start off and you're low level, all you do is you just close this off. And as you can see, I just use a regular powered door. You just close this entrance off. You do the same thing here. Close this entrance off, and then right here you want to build yourself a wall. It doesn't have to be concrete. I just like concrete because they can't mesh through concrete. But like this little door right here that comes with the red rocket, they'll like try to push through this wall, and they'll mesh their freaking guns through the wall, and they'll start shooting you through there, and so that's really annoying. So I basically walled off this area, and I walled off this area as well because they'll try to mesh through. So use something thick to wall off this area, and that's basically it. Once you wall the area off, you would go and you go out here and you turn your signal on. Okay, and now they're gonna spawn. Now they won't want to like immediately come and attack you if they can't see you, right? So you can do a couple things here. If you take a turret, like when you first start off, you wouldn't put it outside the building, but you could take a turret and you put your turret inside the building. Now, if your turret kills them and you haven't done any shots to them, you're not going to get a kill. Like, you're not going to get the XP for it. But I just put it in there, and so it's just going to attract them. Like, this thing's going to lock onto them, like, kind of through the wall. It's going to want to find them, and it's just going to make them want to come in here and blow that up. And all you have to do is take your barricade and you just put it right here instead. So now they can't get in here because they can't jump over it. And then you just sit right here and you just go back and forth and you pick them off. That's basically all you have to do. You pick them off. You pick them off until you got enough resources and stuff like that to actually build this. Now all I've done here is the more time it takes for them to get to you, the better. So I have just a straight little hallway, and then I have it turned towards the spawn area. And I'll show you guys some clips later where they actually spawn in. So all I literally do is have a curved area right here. So they actually spawn right here. So I could literally stand right here, pop out, and just go into freaking jet and slow-mo, and then just start like messing them all up. If I get in trouble, I'm right here. I just have to run through this stuff, and it's no big deal. Pretty easy. That's literally it. And if shit gets really rough, then I can come back in here, and normally I'll have a turret right outside. If things get really rough, I just hightail it back inside. That's it. Shut the door. let the turret distract him for a second, and then if I want, I can go out the back exit and run around. But that's basically it. And they just come in here and you freaking annihilate them. Pretty easy, and it just happens over and over and over and over and over. And the cool thing about it is because it's infinite waves, you can set your base up however you want, however it's convenient to you. So like through here, I actually have I made a little sniper nest, and this is like overkill. I could have used some stairs. I have a little area right here so I can come out. This is right where they spawn. They do spawn other spots, like I was saying before. Sometimes they will spawn out over here, so you can just run up over here. They'll spawn right down right here on that road, and the other spot that they spawn is right here in that grassy area right there. And then sometimes they'll spawn right over here. So there's 4 spots that they'll spawn, but 90% of the time, especially when you're fighting the gunners, if you're in your red rocket and you're like over here in this area, you're back on this back side, they're always going to spawn right here. And so for this build, this is what I recommend. Okay, now I talked about, you know, some glitches are necessary. Well, since I play the game a lot and I've beaten the game like, you know, 100 freaking times, when I start a new character, the first thing I do is I get all my special stats up to level 10 so I can just build my character however I want to build it this time, right? If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You know, it doesn't matter. But what I do for the XP build, all you technically need is level 5 on perception, okay? Because that gets you up to the demolition perk, okay? Now, obviously, if you do XP builds, you know that the higher your intelligence, if you're at intelligence level 10 and you get idiot savant, you know that's the best stats for leveling up as fast as possible. But for the build, you only need demolition expert and rifleman. And the reason why is rifleman improves shotguns. Shotguns are the quickest, like the quickest gun you can get, like the earliest gun you can get that does the most damage. Like shotguns do an insane amount of damage for like base level guns, not counting like, you know, the big guns, but like base level guns, you know, pistols and rifles and all that. Shotguns have like the most damage. Same thing with the grenades. Grenades and shotguns have the most freaking damage at level 1 when you start the game off. So put your perks into rifleman and demolition expert, and that's it. So you get yourself an early shotgun. You can get yourself if you want to get a gun nut perk, and you can upgrade your shotgun. And that's what I use. It's point blank. You go into VATS mode, you tear them up. Most of the time, you could just stand up here and just literally throw a grenade down. It kills them all. A couple stragglers spawn, take them out. They spawn again. Throw a grenade. Like you can get it so good to where like you're throwing a grenade before they even spawn, and then they're spawning in as your grenade's blowing up and you're killing them. And what's cool about that is now you can focus the rest of your points on however you want to build your character. So there's nothing like special about it at all. You know what I'm saying? You're only using 2 perks, and you really don't even have to do that if you don't want to. You could just, the grenades are pretty good without even leveling the grenades up. Where you technically don't even need that stuff. You could just play it build your character however you want. But that's what I do. I go rifleman and demolition expert, and then I rank up all my other stuff. But anyway, here's the little sniper area I made. You can make it however you want. So one more thing I want to talk about before I show you guys the clips is when you do this. So the first time, here, I'll go ahead and show you. The first time you turn turn the switch on for the very first time. I don't know what mine's going to be, but the first time you turn it on, it's going to activate for the raiders, okay? And let's see what happens with mine real quick. Okay, survive the assault. Previous record 8-0. That Gunners. Okay, Gunners versus the truck stop. So 8-0. So I start off round 8, and this is going to be the first wave. Okay. So if I turn this off, it says raid's ending, and then I turn this back on. Now it's going to activate the raiders. Okay, now the raiders are going to come after me. So all you need to do when you first turn it on, let's say, every time you turn it off and then turn it back on, it's the other guys, right? Turn that off. Raiders versus Red Rocket. Raiders. Whoops. Okay, so that's it, right? You turn it off and on. You turn it off, turn it back on, and you'll get the Gunners. Turn it off, turn it back on, you get the Raiders. So once you're able to survive the Raiders, the Gunners, get to the Gunners as soon as possible. Start fighting against them because you get most XP. Also, what's cool, the Gunners, and here's another reason why you go with Demolition Expert, is the Gunners will drop grenades, not drop grenades, but they always have grenades. They always have grenades in their inventory all the time. So you literally get free ammo to kill them. You run in, you kill them all, you get all their freaking grenades, and then you kill them with their grenades, so on and so forth. And then once you start leveling up and you get higher level, they're going to have better grenades. So like you see, I have 32 plasma grenades right now. All right, so this is the coffee station. All right, so the coffee station has tea, and you can see there's 4 teas here. They give you plus 2% XP gain for 15 minutes. Now, this one right here, mut fruit. You can grow mut fruit, and you can use the water pumps to get your own purified water. So you can literally start a little farm of mut fruit and purified water pumps and infinite mut fruit leaf tea. Boom, there you go. And then of course you probably already know about the skrill soup, but these do a lot of stuff, especially if you play in survival. These have some effects, like the caffeine gives you caffeine and stuff like that. But so we got, let's see, charisma, endurance, carry weight, strength. But then we also have the donuts. The donuts is where it's at. All kinds of good stuff in these donuts. Endurance, strength, health, melee, AP, energy resistance, small health regen. 2 times multiplier to sneak attacks on top of, like, if you do a sneak build, that's pretty insane. That is pretty much it. That's all this really is. Pretty freaking simple. If you guys want me to do a walkthrough on how to, how to set everything up, like an early build, what I mean, let me know. I can do that too. But yeah, I'll leave you guys with some clips of this thing in action. And yeah, all right, you guys take it easy. Have a good one.